the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Raptors have been patient, they have endured, and they have prevailed. With a 3-1 series lead, their sights locked on one goal, one epic culmination of an entire NBA season. The Larry O'Brien Trophy could be theirs with just one more win against the Magic. Will there be an upset in round one? It's all coming up next.
Desperation hangs in the air. One team looking to advance to the next round. The other looking to force a game 6. What will happen? These are the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic and the Toronto Raptors. You take a look at the Raptors. Now, there is a buzz, guys, in this building right now as they hold a 3-1 game advantage in the series. They want nothing more than to deliver the big win to a very deserving crowd.
We're really in excellent position here to close this thing out tonight. A 3-1 series lead at home, and these fans are definitely pumped up. This is where they expect it to be, and they've put themselves in a position. Let's see if they can finish the deal.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Now Lowry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, he may not have the physical tools that some other players have, but Kyle Lowry is physical, he's imposing his will, and he will take some contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, let's remember, this guy was part of Team USA that went on to win gold in Rio. And if you remember, Coach K called Lowry the team's unsung hero. Very high praise for Kyle.
And so Lowry nails both of them.
I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
He told me that despite their success so far in the series, there is no room for overconfidence. He said, yes, we have a chance to finish this off, but I want us thinking about each moment of the game rather than whether we'll win or lose tonight. We can control what we put into each moment. We can't control the overall outcome. Interesting philosophy, Kevin. We'll see if his guys were paying attention. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here is Augustine. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Rejected by Gasol. Pass to Lowry. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Augustine. Toronto grabs the miss. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
I think, Greg, they didn't let the crowd or the noise get to them, and they have to be happy with how they played and executed on the road in that one.
Another miss by Orlando.
A nightmare quarter for this guy. Simply can't buy a bucket.
Augustine against Lowry. Outside Gasol. Back to Lowry. The pass to Leonard. Shoots over Isaac. Leonard, no luck.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Isaac off the mark, and the drought continues. Raptors leading by 4. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. Searching for their first points of the game. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
And it's the Magic with the ball. 4-point game. Fournier gets a wide open look. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Teardrop shot. No good from Gasol. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Outside Fournier. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Evan Fournier proving adept right in that instance of making the defense bite and put him at the free throw line.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
And so Fournier nails both of them. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Gasol. Leonard attacking. Passes it to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fournier against Green. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Over Gasol. Green with the rebound. Raptors leading by 5. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. The pass to Leonard. The Raptors need to get a shot at it. Siakam misses.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
Fournier for 3. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Green against Fournier. Now here's Lowry. He's covered closely. Kicks it to Leonard. Shoots over Isaac, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, for all the talk about the accurate shooters in the league, give it up to Kyle Lowry for his precise passing ability.
Pass to Vucevic. Now Fournier unloads from 13. Count it.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
Raptors leading by 5. Now here's Lowry. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, small frame, but big heart. How about Kyle Lowry's toughness on the finish through contact?
Green against Fournier. It's stolen by Green. Fast break Toronto. Green with the ball. Lowry against Augustine. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. DJ Augustine picks one up. The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. The Magic trail by 9. Augustine passes to Isaac. Down low. Here's Gordon. He gets it in there. Gordon's got his first basket.
Listen, we know Aaron Gordon is a high-activity player, and if you give him daylight, he's ready to shoot it.
Augustine against Lowry. Leonard attacking. Gasol wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Gasol's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. The Magic trail by 10. And here's Augustine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this, to me, is where Aaron Gordon can excel. This guy embraces contact on the way up.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw missing.
There is some Blake Griffin, a younger Blake Griffin in Aaron Gordon, right? The explosive, ferocious forward takes pleasure in hammering it down.
He doesn't get the second one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Leonard from down in the low post. It goes. And it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Drills the three-pointer. Gordon's got 5.
I'll tell you, if you're not guarding Aaron Gordon tight and getting into his space, he is going to burn you in catch-and-shoot situations.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Some changes for Toronto. Baca comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. And the Magic making a change here as well. Birch is checked in.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Here's Gordon. The Raptors getting the bucket. Ross for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Raptors leading by 11. Outside Lowry. Passes it to VanVleet. Here's Siakam. Back to VanVleet. 6 to shoot. It's deflected.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. VanVleet looking around. Here is Lowry. He's got 6. Pass to Leonard. The three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Don't let the frame fool you. Jonathan Isaac is lean, but he is unafraid of contact. I love that play.
The Magic shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
You know, early on, Jonathan Isaac has drawn some comparisons to Kevin Durant. This is a long, athletic, multi-talented forward. He's got tremendous potential.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jody Meeks comes in for Leonard. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. And a switcher also for Orlando. Carter Williams is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Powell with it. No good on that one.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Back to Ross. It's up a 3. That one no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Now here's Powell. He's guarded by Ross. Out to Ibaka. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
There's Gordon with the 3. And it's Meeks with the rebound.
The defense not doing its job there. Left him wide open, and I'm sure he's kicking himself for not cashing in.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination.
Gordon kicks to Ross. Five to shoot. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Raptors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
First one falls for him. Evan Fournier is checked in for Isaac. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Fournier kicks to Ross. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Raptors leading by 14. Now Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Ibaka. Offensive rebound. Back to Powell. There's the pass to Meeks. Raptors moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6 for 3. And that's good. Norman Powell for 3. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Carter Williams with the ball for Orlando. He kicks to Ross. And that time, also a missed shot.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Ibaka. Tries from 16. Misses off the left iron. The Magic trail by 17. To the middle. Birch the pass to Fournier. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Terrific concentration. You've got to be frustrated trying to contend with Evan Fournier. This guy's skilled.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Shoots from 14. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And we're back here at Game 5 as we get things started once more. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Vucevic, and it's a one-do in at the power forward position. And the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by Orlando. Outside Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Now, here's Fournier. Carter-Williams feeling it out a bit. Left side, Fournier. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Ross, that's good.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Here's Lowry. 8 points for him. Here's Gasol. That one off the back iron and out.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Powell. Not a lot of room. Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Up and in on the layup. Gasol's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Here's Lowry. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
But Kevin, with that kind of contact, the officials are going to blow their whistle. A really good job by Kyle to convert through contact.
Raptors have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
One shot.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Lowry against Carter Williams. Fournier dishes to Ross. Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A wide open look here for Vucevic. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Powell kicks to Lowry. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 16. Ross in the corner from past the arc. A rebound by Gasol.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lowry kicks to Powell. And he's good on the 3-ball. Powell's got his second bucket of the night.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Here's Vucevic. Gasol with the defensive effort. Raptors leading by 19. Here's Powell. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Awundu. To the inside. Vucevic. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Toronto's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now here's Fournier. 6 points for him to end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Fournier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Vucevic against Gasol. Back to Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Magic trailed by 19. And here is Carter Williams. He has 5. There's the pass to Awundu. Vucevic down low. Defended by Gasol. And it's Vucevic missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. No good from outside. The Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fournier's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Here's Carter Williams. after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Outside for Carter Williams. Pass to Vucevic over Gasol. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though.
The shot by Powell, no good.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Now here's Ross, guarded by Powell. Ross finds Vucevic, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Raptors. Green comes in for Fred VanVleet. Gordon's checked in for Orlando. Augustine comes in for Michael Carter Williams. Inside. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 10 points.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Lowry for three. Orlando grabs the miss. Here is Augustine, and it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Kicks to Ibaka. Clock at 6. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 15. Shot from the top of the key. Jump shot is good that time. 17 points in the game.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
And Fournier kicks to Vucevic from outside off the mark.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Lowry against Augustine. Ibaka wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. Outside Fournier. Gordon kicks to Augustine. Vucevic the pass to Fournier. Back to Vucevic. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. And Norman Powell subbed in for Serge Ibaka. Ken Burch is checked in for the Magic. Raptors leading by 20. Leonard looking around. Augustine against Lowry. Outside Leonard. Over Gordon. Burch grabs the board. Burch has got 4 rebounds in this game. Fournier against Green. And Fournier kicks to Ross. And the jam by Ross.
How about the explosiveness of Terrence Ross? What great acceleration on the effective drive.
Passes to Leonard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Frazier, he's checked in for the Magic.
One shot.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Here's Burch. Frazier outside. With the floater. Birch kicks to Gordon. And that one goes long. Raptors leading by 21. Pass to Powell. Back to Green. Got a piece of it. Augustine with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Frazier outside. Leonard against Ross. Yep, that one goes. Ross has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
Here's Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto. The Magic trail by 19. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Now Ross, he has 7. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. .115 left to play here in the half. Now here is Augustine. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Raptors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Leonard dishes to Lowry. And here is Powell. 6 points for him. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Powell's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Raptors.
Boy, he's putting pressure on the defense. That's 2 from downtown this period.
Tipped away. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Frazier. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Frazier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, hats off to him for making that one. You can't find a much tougher shot than that.
Lowry against Augustine. Here is Lowry. Right side Leonard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
I love Aaron Gordon's ability to defend any position. What a luxury for a coach.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for the Toronto Raptors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about the playoff atmosphere? We're going to break down all the first half action for you. For the Raptors, they've had the upper hand in this series, and boy, did they look great out there tonight. Completely in control at the half, certainly looking to make it a 4-1 series. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
What a magnificent performance by the underdog here tonight. They came out hungry and refused to be intimidated. On the other side, they got to be wondering, what the heck just happened? How do we get back in this?
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Well, Greg, there's no doubt. This guy has been superb at moving the ball and getting all of his guys going on the offensive end.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Leonard over Gordon. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Isaac. He's covered by Leonard. Isaac kicks to Fournier. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Orlando shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Augustine. And the pass to Isaac. High post Vucevic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. To the paint. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Here's Augustine after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, I'll tell you this. He is a relentless scorer at this point, Aaron Gordon. He is not afraid of taking contact.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lowry against Augustine. Pass to Siakam. Outside Leonard. Outside Gasol. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Green against Augustine. Poke loose. Shoots it up. Lowry can't get it to go. The Magic trailed by 19. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Augustine passes to Gordon. Six on the shot clock. Toronto grabs the miss. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Green taking his time here. Gasol finds Leonard. Shoots over Isaac. Leonard, no luck. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. Trailing by 19. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer on the way. Kept alive. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Toronto.
7'6", 260 pounds. Vucevic, a skilled basketball player. He is tough to guard.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
So he gets them both. Raptors leading by 17. Outside Lowry. Green kicks to Siakam. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The officials are all over that one.
Raptors have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The first one falls. Good on both. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
The Magic trailed by 19. Augustine with it. Lowry picks him up. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Fournier against Green. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his third foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Magnificent rejection. Shot clock at 6. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Sinks the triple. Vucevic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Magic trail by 19. Pass to Vucevic. That one goes in. Vucevic has got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The drive by Green, and the Raptors tack on 2 more. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to Augustine. Got a piece of it. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 19 points.
Now, Kevin, you want to talk about locked in. Kyle Lowry on a mission right now.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Isaac. He kicks it to Vucevic. Fade away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Vucevic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Toronto leading by 19. Right side Leonard. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here's Vucevic. Fournier for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Lowry. Rocket 6. Here's Gasol. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Augustine dishes to Fournier. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. Shot clock at 3. Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And it's Leonard missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Over to the left wing. High post Vucevic working on Gasol. Moves back up. And it's Vucevic missing. Raptors leading by 21. Here's VanVleet. To the inside. Here's Lowry. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, Kevin, this guy's proven over and over that despite his size disadvantage, he's still able to score in the paint.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. Augustine with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gordon up on top. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter. Raptors leading by 22. Lowry kicks to VanVleet. Outside Leonard. Back to VanVleet. Here's Ibaka, and no good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Feeds to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
And the pass to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Gasol's got 17 now.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Leonard with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. That one goes. Count it. The Magic have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Augustine against Lowry. For three, Fournier. Toronto grabs the miss. Outside Leonard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 16.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Orlando's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Vucevic sinks the 15-footer.
Well, great to see Vucevic work that in between games, showing he wants to improve that game.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors.
Timeout.
Toronto calls timeout.
Start it.
Eric Moreland's checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Kyle Lowry. The Magic also changing it up. Terrence Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Here's Van Vliet. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Van Vliet. Kicks to Powell. Leonard inside. He's covered by Isaac. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Leonard, no good on that one. For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Gordon. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Passes to Leonard. And the shot is long. The Magic have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Ring shot on the way. He squares up and sinks it. 1:51 left in the third. Orlando's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. Powell kicks to Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Tucson.
First one falls for him. Leonard hits them both. 1:36 left to play in the third. Now Carter Williams. He's got 5. Ross finds Gordon. And the 3-ball is good. Gordon's got 17 now.
Boy, how about Aaron Gordon stretching the floor with his shooting at this point? He knew that was an important element to add to his game.
Leonard, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Awundu. He kicks to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice. Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
And here is Ross. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Gordon outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. They've got Michael Carter Williams, also Evan Fournier out there, and it's Birch in at the center. Martin lays it up off the glass. Martin's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Orlando.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
Now here's Lowry. Some room here for Ibaka. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Fournier passes to Awundu. Count it, good.
Boy, nice feed, leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Michael Carter Williams.
I'll tell you, Kevin, for his size, Kyle Lowry is as good a finisher at the rim as you'll find, and they're not going to give him a free run to the cup.
The first free throw is good. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. And the Magic shooting not great, 40% for the game. It's Fournier on the wing. The pass to Birch. Back to Fournier. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Fournier.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Ibaka outside. Back to Van Vliet. Looks for Lowry, gets it to him. Pass to Van Vliet. The Raptors rebound. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. And here is Powell. And the Raptors miss again. Here's a 1-2. Passes it to Carter Williams. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And really, this is where efficiency matters. Value every possession.
You simply have to make smart decisions. You're only hurting yourself with these miscalculations.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Drills the three-pointer.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
You always got to D up on the perimeter. When you don't, this is what happens.
Here's Martin after Toronto at the three-pointer.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And both free throws good for Martin. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Lowry passes to Siakam. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, Kyle Lowry has become the master of manipulating the pick and roll. Really pretty look there.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here is Martin. Pass to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Down low. Lowry against Carter Williams. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Back to Fournier. To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
Lowry against Carter Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, his ball handling ability is well known, and Lowry shows him off there.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And the free throw, no good. The Magic have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. There's the dish to Carter Williams. Outside, Martin. And Fournier kicks to a 1-2. Launches it. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now, here's Lowry. Ibaka outside. Inside. Siakam misses. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside Fournier. And the pass to Martin. Back to Fournier. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Here's Vucevic. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot. Well, just terrific timing from the power forward, Serge Ibaka. He is a sensational leaper.
Lowry against Carter Williams. And Fournier kicks to a 1-2. Carter Williams with it. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Lowry. A 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, Lowry had his mind made up. It's the rise and fire as soon as he gets the touch.
Now, here's Fournier to the inside. Outside for Carter Williams. The Magic again can't hit.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he is not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Leonard attacking, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's Carter Williams. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Clock at 6, and Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Green in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Fournier. And nothing is falling for him right now. For 3. And it's Green missing. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. Now Augustine. Left side Gordon. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Raptors have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Lowry drives in. Here's Siakam, defended by Gordon. They kick it out to Green, to the middle. And it's Leonard missing. The Magic have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Deep 2 from Ross. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
We call that making it quick work, Kevin. A chance to start the break, and they take it. Ross is hard to slow down.
Siakam passes to Lowry. Back to Siakam. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I'll tell you, you're not going to find a much more confident basketball player. He always believes the points are going to come.
Gordon kicks to Augustine. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Fournier against Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's Augustine. Siakam pulls it in.
Boy, a kickout's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
Raptors have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's Gasol. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Green against Fournier. There's the three. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His second triple tonight.
Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lowry against Augustine. Siakam misses. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Augustine against Lowry. Outside Fournier. Kicks it to Ross. The reverse, and it's good on the way in. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now, here's Green. Here's the floater, and there's the nice lay-in by Lowry. Lowry's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. From outside, off the mark. Raptors shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Leonard on the wing. Not going to go that time, so Orlando will take it the other way. Fournier goes in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Okay, flashing some impressive instincts. Evan Fournier knowing when to attack and draw the foul.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Fournier. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Raptors shooting well, 50% from the floor. To the middle. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Lowry. And it's 29 points for Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot. And so far, he cannot.
Augustine against Lowry. He kicks it to Gasol. Back to Lowry. 4 on the clock. The tray. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Ross has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Raptors.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyle Lowry.
Boy, what a determined offensive presence he has been for them tonight. He carried the scoring load, and as hot as he was, it took a ton of pressure off his teammates all night.
Ross, that's good.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lowry. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lowry's got 35.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Now here is Augustine. The feed to Gordon. And it's blocked. Outside Lowry. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. They had control the whole series, and they are just rolling now, winning round one, 4-1.
And they are going to be tough to beat, Kevin. A few days rest afforded by taking this one in 5. Round 2 should be exciting as well.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
Been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.